Hello, everyone, and welcome to Outside the Podcast. Today, with me, we've got a very good friend of mine. She got a great story to tell us, and her name is Rossella. Let's just dive right into it. Ciao, Rossella.
Hi, Matti.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Not bad, not bad.
That's good.
How was your day today?
It was nice.
What did you do?
Bit productive.
What did you do?
The usual stuff when I'm off. So clean the house, cooking, prep meal.
Nice. What did
Yeah.
you prep?
So I made some pasta with broccoli, courgettes.
Pasta with broccoli.
Yeah.
You're Italian, right?
Of course I am. Pasta every day.
Yeah, but with broccoli and courgette? I never heard that.
Yeah. Broccoli cream, with a mini prima to make a
Ah.
little bit less,
You go
dry.
like,
Yeah.
nice.
And then some chicken. Yeah.
What, in the pasta?
No, of course not.
Yeah, because people are going to say like
No.
chicken in the pasta. Italian don't want that.
It's
But,
not
yeah.
really Italian, no,
Yeah.
that's true.
I do put it on the pasta because it's great protein with pasta.
It doesn't taste.
Well, to me it
No.
does. I normally I use like a cheese cream. Not already. I made the cheese cream myself. And it's actually quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I'm never gonna try that, but
You're not gonna. Thanks. Take that as a compliment. So today we're obviously gonna talk about your story because
yeah,
this podcast is about people's stories, and
Sure.
because obviously I believe that everyone's got a story in the world, wherever you are, wherever you are, you have to have a story.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's why I invited you. And first of all, thank you for agreeing to do that as well. Thank you for being my guest. And
Thank you for inviting me.
my pleasure. So tell us about yourself. Where are you? Where do you come from? We know you're from Italy. We said
Yeah.
that. Where exactly in Italy?
So I'm from Calabria, small village in Calabria. So it's basically 6,000 people. It's really small. So I came here because I want to learn English. I want to do a new experience, and then I end up staying. So
How many years now?
I've been living here for 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah,
That's
in
good.
January. No, last November.
So 5 or 6? What did you say?
6 years
6
and
years.
a couple of months.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You just did 6 years now.
Yeah,
Past
yeah.
November.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What was the name of your village in Italy?
Sant'Onofrio.
Onofrio or Santo Onofrio?
Sant'Onofrio.
Okay.
With the
With apostrophes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's a tiny village. What can you tell us about that village? What can you tell us about stuff from when you were younger? Not from since where you're like in a cradle, but
yeah.
since
Well,
when you were younger, what was the life there? What brought you to come here, starting from there?
I don't know really. I think the mentality is a bit close, I shall say, in the south of Italy. Not everywhere. I mean, in my experience, I'm talking about the small
You're
village I come from.
generalizing.
Yeah. So when I came here, I found out that it's really like that. People that don't travel, they don't have an open mind, and so
Here in the UK.
yeah, they have an open mind in UK. They are less, close, less traditional, which is the main thing in the south, in the small villages in the south. You know, they're really judgy, thinking about only working, family.
Yeah.
That's basically all your life. So traveling is not really something that they do. I mean, the new generation, yes. Now something is changing, I guess, but the old generation is always like they teach you, they raise you. No, you need to do the family, you need to do this, you need to work, go
At
home.
at 21, 22, 23, you have to be married. You have to
Yeah.
have kids.
Kids.
I know because I'm from a village as well in
Yeah.
in South Italy. So I understand what you're talking about. So yeah, I think what you said is right. That when you come here, you realize it that Jesus, it was actually like that.
Yeah, it's
Back in my village, and yeah, it's just it's great. It's great, but
there are pros and cons.
Yeah.
Okay, because I is open mind. Like people here is open mind, but in in something is a problem. All this like not being really attached to the values, you know, to you know, it's just do whatever you want, and okay, this is my life. So for me, it should be it should be balanced. You know what I mean? Not like it is, you know, in the where I grew up, and not like
you just would like to be in the middle between
Yeah.
here and
yeah.
your
You still need to live.
Santinofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
Yeah.
actually, yeah, I thought about that as well. It's,
I'm not saying everywhere is like that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that it's not something that is that I wanted to do, you know, because I'm 27, okay, so all my classmates, you know, now they're all married,
Yeah.
kids. I've
same.
not.
Yeah, I've got people younger than me that I see their pictures that are like married with kids. Some people have 2 kids and they're younger than me. I'm 31 now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not ready for that. I don't know, because maybe it's our generation. We've been brought up to, like you're saying, we've got these kind of values where we have to have kids, buy a house, and have a stable job. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not like that anymore now. So we just went up the stairs, and yeah, there's like the pool is empty. Like
Yeah.
now we're just looking from up top because we made it. We got a job,
Yeah.
we got a car, we got whatever. But then like we can't take the jump to the pool because the pool there's no water in the pool anymore.
I think
If that makes sense.
For every person it's different, you know, the goals in your life. So I don't feel like I'm in the wrong. I don't feel like I'm, you know, especially as a woman, you know, if you don't have if you don't have kids, if you don't want kids, you know,
Do you
you
want
are
kids?
wrong. I do, yeah, but
One day.
not yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one day. Great, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I agree with you. So yeah, you've like you say, you've from this village, and when did you think about coming here to the UK? What happened? What's the
So I knew I was work with a lady that knew someone here, you know, that had a restaurant. So through that, she introduced me to this guy, and then I came here.
Right.
Yeah, with my partner at the time, and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was 6 years ago, and now you're still here.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Like, how have things developed? So, like, obviously, when you were still in Italy, obviously you couldn't talk English, right? You didn't know anything about English, or
I did like studying a lot. I loved English. That was my main you know, goal coming here. Like, okay, this new opportunity, you know, I'm gonna jump on the train and gonna, you know, so I have a possibility to learn the English, to practice English, because I loved English. You know, I was watching all films, video in English. But when I came here, I realized that
it's like that
my
video.
knowledge was really, you know.
It's like those videos you see where Adele talks, and they're like, when you think you know English, and then she talks, and she's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it was a nightmare.
100%.
So,
Yeah, 100%.
so hard. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You
No,
can
no,
carry on. Were you
What
saying
was
something?
what was the question again?
No, it's like what brought you here from there? Like you said, you wanted to learn English, but sorry, what I meant is, what was your thoughts? What were your thoughts when you were there, right? So you haven't left it. You know that you want to learn English, but what did you think? Did you have like a vision, like a plan, or I'm gonna do this, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to do that, and then
well,
what was your thought process?
So
sorry.
In high school, my dream was to be a fashion designer. So
that's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, long time ago. And London is, in Europe, I shall say, the capital of fashion. Okay, in Europe. Okay, so my vision was, okay, maybe I can go there, and you know, go to the university, academia, wherever. You know, then I didn't do that, but you know, it's not my goal anymore. It's not what I want to do anymore.
Have you changed your mind, or have things come up that did not allow you to do that?
Both. I say that it's not. I don't see myself as a fashion designer because it's a. How do you say? It's a really hard place to get in. You know. It's a lot of competition. You have to be top of the top. You have to be so creative because there is a lot going on now. So
yeah, That's interesting. I didn't know that actually. Um, that's really interesting. It's a shame though. Like going back with time, would you, if you had the chance, would you still take that, or have you got a different goal now? That you know.
You mean moving here or?
Yeah, like if you had the chance when you were here, because you said there was a point where you
Ah, okay.
choose not to do that anymore. But going back in time, would you still do that if you had that chance, or maybe,
Yeah,
or maybe
yeah,
not?
of course.
So
Yeah.
it's still in your mind then.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
What is
You
that
know,
thing?
the hardest thing is to start something. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the biggest step.
They say you gotta start somewhere though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Well, but I should say I don't see myself in that. I don't know how to say ambiente. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You don't see yourself in that kind of like job.
Yeah, because it's, let's say it's fake. Okay, there is a lot of fakeness in the fashion industry. It's not for the weak.
Right. And are you weak?
I'm not
Are
saying
you
I'm
saying that
weak.
you weak?
I'm saying I
Basically.
don't have maybe the energy to.
But you're only 27. Like
Yeah,
you're,
that's true.
You're in your prime, basically.
The thing I loved the most about what I was doing in in high school, it was the drawing, not sewing. For me, sewing it was the worst. So I know that once you get in this kind of industry, you have to. Yeah, not that you have to, but you have to like everything, every bit, because it's hard. There is a lot of competition. You have to be really in it. You have to have a lot of creative ideas. You have to be,
Yeah, I know what you
unique.
mean. I saw a movie about that, which I don't remember now the name of the movie, but he's like you're saying, like he's very fake. Oh, actually, I think he's the Dalmatians dogs, the 101 Dalmatian dogs. What is that movie? The Wicked Lady. The one that's got grey hair.
With the grey, yeah.
What's her name?
I know.
Remember.
I think I know what film you mean.
It's
the
actually,
Devil, Dress Prada.
No, that's not that.
No?
That's another movie about this stuff that it tells you how fake that world is. Like But this other movie as well, which I don't remember the name of it now, is Cruella. Cruella. It's basically like sort of like not the same, but yeah, it's just I know what you're trying to say. It's just hard. There's a lot of competition nowadays for this stuff, but will you not live with a bit of regret, knowing that you haven't tried it?
Not really, no.
I'm so afraid of that, like knowing then at least I need to try. So I understand it's impossible for some things. Like I can't just suddenly be like, oh, I want to be an astronaut at 31 and be like, some people might argue that you can go to study and, but there's a lot of things. There's work, there's bills to pay, there's this, there's that.
Yeah.
It's kind of impossible, like, for things like that, but obviously I don't know the level we're talking about now, but you can start somewhere, right? Like you can start at least somewhere that gets you into that kind of.
So the main reason why I didn't, because I moved here when I was
21,
21, and high school it was over the age of 18, so there was a gap of like 3 years where I could have gone to the academy, but the main reason why I didn't do that, because financially it's not easy to get into a fashion academy. If you want to study, if you want to be known in this industry, you have to go to the best schools. Otherwise, it's just it's not like going and study to become no. I even in being to be a medicine.
A doctor?
A doctor, yeah. Sorry. You have to go to the best, because it's easier to get into the job part once you finish, okay?
That's like that for everything, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but You can go to a university and study communication or whatever, any university. But for the fashion industry, if you don't go to Milan or to Rome, the best ones in Italy,
you got no chance, basically.
no, you're not gonna find a job after. You're not gonna know the right contacts to get into the industry to work straight away. And
It makes sense.
to get into the university, you need a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, which I didn't have. I couldn't ask my parents to do that. So that's why I had this gap where I didn't.
You kind of have to choose, right? I can't do this, so I have to do that. I understand. It is quite hard, actually. It is why it's just quite hard. Yeah. Say, I wanted to be a pilot when I was like,
That's nice. That's
after
a nice thing.
I did go, because in my town there was a school, an aeronautic school, which is like middle school here in the UK. Or is it a college maybe?
Yeah.
It's just that we do 5 years, don't we?
High
Instead
school.
of 2. Yeah, they do 2 years of college here, I think, and then but in Italy it's 5 years. But anyway, I did 2 years there, but with just that degree you wouldn't be able to become a pilot. And like you said, to then after go to university, I didn't have the money to do that. My parents did not have the money to do that. So you kind of have like a wall.
You just faded
and you
away.
have you just have to. And I know people, because obviously at this age, it feels weird, but everyone has these periods where they're like depressed and they don't know what to do with their lives. And but when you think back, pretty much everyone I know now's got a car. They have good relationships. Some people do, some people don't. They have like a house or whatever, and they're on their own. They're making it. And looking back, this is all I wanted, but it feels like it's not enough. And I'm like, why? And sometimes I think should have just like, I don't know, with university tried my hardest to become a pilot.
I think
and then
that's the human brain, how it's wired. Like we're never content with what we have. We're never like, okay, look, because looking back, of course, some of the things that we have now that we take it for granted were the things that we wanted like for years, But this is just
everyone's got
human
the latest
being,
everyone's got the latest iPhone or the latest phone. And back in the days I couldn't even afford like the one that flipped. I had it's just like that.
That's what I think is the key of life, is to be just gratitude, because if you don't practice that, which is hard, the hardest thing to do, especially if you grew up in a place like I did, where there was nothing basically.
They used to say like, you have to work your hardest, just work, and then there's nothing like waiting for you at the end of that road, basically. It's not really great. But it's like you said, like we should be a little bit more grateful of what we have. But like you said, it's hard. It's just hard.
It's something that you need to practice, every day, bit by bit. But it's hard, I feel the same. I'm that position. I think everyone in the mid-20s is in the same position, I think.
Probably older than that, I reckon. Mid-20s, you're still thinking about going out and have fun, go to festivals, things like that. I think it's more towards 28, 29, 30s that you start to get that. Because everyone I know in this age, they're thinking about this kind of stuff, and people who are younger, they don't give a shit. They don't care about that.
And
they're not thinking about it.
The problem now is the social media, which you go there and you just compare your life to everyone else, and that's the kill of joy, comparison is the worst thing. And nowadays you see everywhere. You go on Instagram, this is he has a house, 6 figures business, and he's younger than me, 23 years old. He's already retired, and I'm 27. I don't have nothing, so you feel like.
But that's not the reality though, because that's probably,
that's true.
If everyone was like that, there would be many more videos of many more different people doing that kind of lifestyle. But it's always the same few that do these kind of videos. Like they wake up at whatever stupid early in the morning, like 4 a.m. They wash their face with ice. They go for a swim, ice bath, whatever. But they're always the same few, and I'm really happy for them if they made it.
Of course, yeah,
I'm not saying that, but it's all. So what I'm trying to say is that the majority of the people in the world, they're not like that, and probably that's why it's like you're saying that everyone is on social media, Instagram, Twitter, or what X now, and they see these videos, and they think, why am I not like that?
Yeah.
And probably in the back of your mind that you probably start to think that there's many more people like that, but I don't think there's as many people.
They're trying to sell you this idea that you have to be by 25 already in a position where you have enough money to retire, to do this, to do that, and as you said, you're right. It's not like a lot of population in the world have reached this kind of level, but still, when you go on Instagram and you see, and then the algorithm, you know how it works.
Yeah.
You see one video and then you see the other and then you see the other, because that's how Instagram works, and then that's...
Yeah, because I don't think that many people are interested about the everyday life. Like, if I post a video of my normal day, it's like every other person. I get up, brush my teeth, have a coffee, go to work, and like another person watching that be like, yeah, I'll do the same, man. You know, you're nothing special. But if you see people, getting up and today they choose a Ferrari, tomorrow they choose a Bugatti, and then of course that's appealing, and and they're like, man, but yeah.
But in the past, you didn't have the the chance, let's say that, to see if the grass is greener on the neighbor. You were just thinking of it. Now you actually see it, and you always focus yourself on what others have reached and what you haven't, and then you feel you just kind of in a loop. You feel like, oh, I'm not enough, I didn't do this, like you said, it's not enough, I have everything I wanted, and then now why I don't feel I have enough.
You feel empty, like sometimes I get that when I don't use social media a lot in a day. I've got a timer actually now that stops me to stay on social media for like more than 15 minutes a day, and of course you can choose not to, because it says like ignore for today, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends what I'm doing or whatever. But if you actually get out of there and just start to do something instead of like procrastinate or feeling low about yourself, you actually realize what you're saying. Like, it's not just like how the social media shows. It's just there's a world out there. There's like real people out there, and it's just that's all it is.
Yeah, I'm a sucker to that, because I always I'm on Instagram.
You're a dumb scroller.
Sometimes I don't even remember how many I scrolled. I go down. This is just a waste of energy and time. I know, and I need to get better.
It's just like it's just either deleting it, but at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah, you don't really live your life. You're
living other people's life, right?
Yeah, that's true. And then your time flies.
So what would you reckon is the best thing to do rather than that? Instead of like scrolling all day, every day.
Try to be as much productive as you can, I'm not saying to pressure like yourself to reach something that you the day before you wouldn't do that, you know what I mean? Don't just do a list of goals that are impossible to, you know what I mean?
Like
just be candle and then
become an astronaut.
Just gentle, not a lot of pressure on yourself, because that's where after you feel like bad with yourself. Why didn't I reach that 6 figures business in 1 year? It's not easy. It's not
that easy.
Some people they have the the I don't say the skills, the people, the contacts. Maybe they are in a good family. Luck.
Yeah. So I think you have to be a bit lucky as well. If you don't have all the other things, but obviously you can have all the money in the world from your parents or your family, but if you don't have a bit of brain to actually use it and be like, what can I do with this kind of money? Right, I'm gonna investing on this, blah blah blah, all these kind of things. You can have all the money in the world, but you can't do anything with it. So yeah, I really do appreciate people that came from nothing and they just used their strength and became someone. Again, it doesn't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire, but if you made it for yourself, and what I mean by that is, what do you want from life? You want a nice house, a 4-bed house, a nice car, and financial stability for your family. You reach that, great. I'm happy for you, and doesn't necessarily have to be a millionaire or anything like that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm. That's what my dream is, just to have financial stability, no worries about money and things like that. I don't care about. It would be great to be a millionaire and have all the money in the world, but
I'd say that's everyone.
Goal.
Yeah, that would be mine too, but
I'm a pretty average man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
I'm special or anything, but yeah, it would be great. But I'm trying to work for it, at least. So, like I said earlier, I'm not gonna regret not trying it, and hopefully it will go.
Yeah, I hope that too for you.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's trying.
Yeah, for everyone who's trying out there. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, yeah, I had to ask you a question earlier, but then we got carried out from another thing, and I just forgot. I will ask you later if I remember. But yeah, if you want to just carry on with your story. For example, I'm curious to know, what was your childhood or like teenage years in Italy? How are they like in South Italy? If you want to talk about it, obviously.
Yeah, no. Well, it's nice because you have lots of family, lots of friends, lots of good weather. I say it's Italy is the best place to grow up, to live. It's not. I left Italy because there are some things that they are not easy for young generation, which is money-wise, job-wise, but the lifestyle, the
weather, the food.
Yeah, it's just healthier. I'd say even healthier than UK. I wouldn't see myself growing up here or raise my children here. I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm saying I feel like there is a different air in Italy. Let's say that, like just
different air.
Yeah.
Oh, like air, like you breathe.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
Healthier. It's just in lots of things. Even like.
Could it be because you lived in a small town and
probably,
now you live in a bigger city?
Yeah, probably.
That you feel that, because I go to the countryside a lot here in the UK, and it's quite. It has its own beauty. It has its own like fresh air, and
it might be, yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with what you're saying. There's definitely like it's definitely different culture-wise.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird, right? How culturally different some nations are.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know if it's because of, for example, the sun. There's not as much sun here in the UK as in Italy. And does that play a part? Because obviously there's like...
In my opinion, yes, it does.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, with the people's mood and, well,
to be fair, if you're not mentally, in a good place, you can be in the sunniest place in the world and feel still, low and depressed. I'm not saying that's the main, but it definitely helps, in my opinion. It helps because, if you feel like you're alone, bad day, you go out and it's grey and it's raining every day, it's like, that's not helping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in Italy you feel like, okay, this is a bad day. You go to the sea, because I live just 15 minutes by car.
Same.
You go to the sea, you stay there. You don't even do anything. You just stay there on the beach and breathe fresh air.
Yeah, and you
you're
feel
ready,
a little bit better.
Yeah,
have a nice little fresh beer with you. Yeah,
but I have to be honest. When I was there and I was growing up there, I was taking that for granted. I realized all these things when I moved up. And I can feel like everyone, not everyone, but most of the people they live in Italy, they take these things for granted
I think
till they don't live.
yeah, because obviously you live there your own life,
Yeah.
and you know you got the beach 10 minutes from your
Yeah.
house. You know you got honest, fresh food
Yeah.
5 minutes from your house, because any shop you go, that's like the fruit is fresh, the fish is
Yeah.
fresh, meat is fresh,
For
like,
sure.
and you just used to it because you live there. You never been out, but as soon as you move, and you go like, we can't find fish here. Like there is fish, but they're like they're like farms.
It's
They're not
different.
fresh. They're not like wild, and the fruit does not fruit taste like water here.
Yeah, it's
It does
different.
not have any taste.
Guys.
And again, like, I'm grateful that I live here because my life has changed. I don't think
Yeah.
my life would be the same in Italy. I'm not saying
me
that the
too,
UK,
no,
we're
it's
just
true.
like comparing, we're just like getting our stories
Yeah.
out here and our opinions. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's just because it's great.
Well, the
We
thing
always
is,
say, like, if the UK was as sunny as Italy, it would be the perfect place
but
to
still,
live.
I think that if it would be like that, you would take that for granted as well. You know what I mean? It's always like your perception. How do you take things? You know, if it's sunny every day, it's like, oh, it's sunny, it's fine. You know, it doesn't make any difference. But then,
To be honest, you're right. I never thought about that. But now that I think of it, when it's sunny here, I'm like, it's sunny.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
In Italy, it was
There's
sunny
like-
every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we were even complaining, oh, it's
Yeah,
too
it's
hot.
Too hot. I can't bear the heat anymore
Yeah.
in Italy. I can't go in summer now because it's really hot for me there.
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
But
that's
it's true because when I'm out there and it's like raining, obviously I'm used to it now, and I'm like, ugh, that's miserable. It's like, but as soon as a nice day's out, I'm like, I'm just smiling all day and I'm happy, and yeah, you
see,
appreciate it because you don't have it every day.
That's the thing that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Because we are more grateful because we don't have this every day. So when it happens, like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that happens today.
Yeah.
So the key of joy, the key of life is just to be grateful for everything, every bit, you know. And it's not easy. I'm not saying that it's something that is you can do like, but it's that. If you take things for granted and you're not grateful,
I would give all the money in the world to have the key to be grateful for everything.
yeah.
Honestly, because
Me too.
I think you'd be happy. You'd just be happy
Yeah.
from there.
Some religious religion in the world, they all based on this, and they actually really different, you know, in terms of perceiving life,
Which religion
like
is this?
Buddhism, you know. So I
didn't
think
know
it's
that.
even how we grew up, you know,
Oh yeah.
because we have everything. We in Europe we have everything, guys.
Yeah.
We don't live in a war place. We
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah, it's weird. It's just, you got me thinking now, a lot. But yeah, because these things, you just like carry on your life every day. You do the same things. You get up. You just go to work. Blah 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 blah. And it just gets to a point where it's like the end of February now, and it's like, where has the time gone? It was Christmas a few days ago.
yeah, I know.
Like,
That's scary.
it just goes like that, and I don't like it. I was 18 a few years ago. Do you know
You
what
sure?
I mean? Like, where has all the time gone? I don't like that. I just, because when you're young, time never goes. I remember being like, what was I say? I remember, but when I was like 12, like I would wait. It sounds stupid to say. You wait the whole year for your next birthday, right?
That's true.
But now it just comes right away. Yeah, you know, it's like August, September,
Same,
October, but it comes. But then you just like the whole year, every month, every week, every day
For
would
that
be
day.
like so intense, so dense. Like you'd have so much to do, and
It's such a
where has that
cliche,
gone?
you know, when they elderly or old people, they tell you, oh, enjoy this life, this you know, years, because they go so fast.
Yeah.
You want to grow up so fast, but then when you're gonna be older like me, you're gonna feel like, and it's actually really true. I'm not saying that I'm just 27, but
No, I know what
can
you mean.
feel like that most of my youth and childhood when I wanted to be, older. I want to be 25. I want to be this and this, and now I'm just,
everyone
can
is
I
like
go
that.
back?
Yeah, exactly.
Just a few years.
It's so sad, and it's just so sad because you don't understand what they're trying to say. You hear them, you hear what they're saying, and you're like, man, it's just like another day for me. Like, and then when you get to this age, you wake up one day, I'm like, wait, I'm 27 already. I'm 28. I was 23 yesterday. Like,
yeah. Unbelievable.
So, what would you say the main difference in culture is between the UK and Italy? So, what would you, how would you differentiate them? Like, how can you tell that a person is Italian and another person is English?
Right. The main thing I always say is judgmental. Italian, we are really judgy.
Yeah,
and
I think so. Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but what my perception here, they're different. You know what I mean?
Give me an example.
Like they don't judge you because of your appearance. They try to know you. And then of course, if you're a bad person, that's the time where. But in Italy, it's like appearance is everything.
Yeah. You don't dare go into the shop with your flip flops or with your pajamas or anything.
Unless you just went to the beach and no one is looking at you like you're a.
But you went to the beach, so that your appearance is okay because you got flip flops, you got your swimsuit is fine. But if you go with your pajamas, in your time, imagine that you go to the shop, to your local shop in PJs.
No, that would be impossible.
What would happen?
It would be impossible. No, that always they're gonna look at you. They're gonna talking to each other. Like,
look at her.
She's crazy. She's sick. She's ill.
That is crazy.
That's really bad. That's one of the worst thing where I grew up in a small village.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because it was a small village and not a city. Because I never lived in a big city in Italy like Milan, Rome. It might be different. I'm not sure, but
I've been to Rome. I've never seen anyone in PJs around.
To be fair, we Italian are really,
we dress
careful
for everything. We dress
careful
for everything.
With that. Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, it's great because you just go out. You feel well when you dress well.
Of course,
you feel well yourself.
Yeah.
But gee, that's too much. Like, chill, bro. Like, it's just
Women, we are even worse.
So 100%.
Let's think about that. Yeah.
I know.
So that's the main difference. I say. Yeah.
Any other thing that you've noticed that you would have never thought about when you were about to move here? Like I said, you must have had some thoughts in your head going on the day of the flight, for example. How has that perspective changed now that you've lived here for 6 years? Like, have you thought about that recently or ever?
No, I haven't, to be fair. But as I said, there are cons of living in UK, which I wouldn't think about that when I first moved here. Now after 6 years, like I said, I wouldn't raise my children here. I wouldn't see myself dying here, retiring here.
So you're not thinking of staying here forever then?
Right now, no, I wouldn't think it's my place.
What will make
I'm grateful for this country. I'm grateful for everything I reached, and it changed my perspective about life, about lots of things, and but still, I don't see myself.
What will make you change your mind?
I don't know.
An English boy.
You see, I don't think I would ever marry an English boy.
Oh my God, you said that.
There's a lot of difference.
You said that.
A lot of different culture-wise.
Okay, let's dive into it now. Let's dig this. Let's go into this rabbit hole here. Why? Well, because you can't possibly know every man here in the UK.
No, of course.
But
it's a general.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. But just explain to me. What is that?
I don't know.
What puts you off? Put the microphone a little bit more to your.
I don't know. I think it's the way I see a family, humor-wise, I think is not something I can be,
Yeah.
They have a different humor than mine, than
You don't
Italian
get it.
humor,
Yeah.
And what else?
They're not.
Food-wise as well.
I mean, you would have to cook for them, obviously, because
Why? Why should I? Just because
no,
I'm
no,
the
no.
woman?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because you're Italian. Obviously, my girlfriend, she's English, and you know her.
Sure, yeah.
And she loves the food that I make. Yeah, I love the food that she makes too. Up to a certain point, obviously, but we're just different cooking, and everyone knows Italian food,
Yeah.
But yeah, any other things? But like,
I don't know.
because obviously humor, yeah, I can understand the food. I mean, you can cook yourself. So, any other?
I don't know. To
reason,
be
like,
fair, I might say this because I never had experience with a British boy. Probably that's the reason. Maybe like you have a relationship with a British girl, so it might change my perspective on this.
Yeah,
but
I thought the same thing, but obviously, like I think that, like you said, this is my opinion, but I think British people are more closed. They don't tend to open up as much to other people. They're less touchy, they don't hug you as much as we do. They don't kiss in the cheek like as soon as you see them or as soon as you leave. But
that's true. They're a bit more cold.
They're like a little bit more close, and it takes maybe a longer time for them to accept you and to open up, because I think many of the people that are together, as in like a relationship and friends, they've been together or friends since school time. Most of the people I know, at least, is like that. And I don't know if that's a fact or if I'm just spitting some BS right now, but yeah, that's what I've noticed.
What made me think this as well is because in 6 years I never how do you say, create, I don't know, a friendship, like a proper friendship with a British girl or boy. Like my group is Italian, my friends are Italian, and it's I don't know, I feel like it's hard to connect.
We've had this conversation before, and like out for dinner with all the other guys as well. But I do have English friends, and I'm Italian like you, and I don't know. We're not any different.
No, of course
we're not any different, and I don't know. I just what I see different from myself to you maybe is that I just I banter a little bit more with them. Maybe I'm not afraid of winding them up because they love banter here. And you just have to find the right person. I think here is you shouldn't try too hard. They will let you know if they like you. Like I do some jiu-jitsu, right? And there's like a lot of boys there, and I get along with everyone I know. And I've always been myself. You know me personally. I just fuck around a lot and just like wind up everyone. It's my way of showing love, and they love it. Like made some friends, and we talk. We went to dinner. We planned some stuff. I get invited to birthdays. I get invited to dinners and things like that. But yeah, I mean, because maybe you guys go to the gym. The gym is not a great place to meet people. People go to the gym to train mainly.
But it's not only that. I think for a man it's different, For a woman it's harder.
You reckon?
Yeah, because there is a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy.
Or between girls?
Yeah. It's not easy to create a meaningful relationship which is not like based on I'm insecure, I want to be like you are.
Is it not the same between Italian girls as well? Like those feelings are gonna be the same regardless of the language or the
that's
culture,
true,
right?
That's true. But what you said before, they are a bit more cold, It's not easy to connect in a way like in Italy,
Yeah, maybe you're right. I never thought about that. Obviously, I'm not a girl, so I've never really thought about that in this kind of way. Yeah, you might be right.
This is
actually.
my experience, you know.
Yeah,
It might be
absolutely.
just me that I'm not open up, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's just, everyone is different. Like, it's just, yeah, I just never thought about it. That's all. Yeah, if you see me like looking away or
No,
something, I'm
that's
just
fine.
checking stuff. So like, yeah, now you've been here for like 6 years, and you said you're probably not gonna stay or make a family. You don't like British men, or at least you say you don't. You have never tried it, but you're open to the possibility.
Mm.
How long do you reckon you will stay here for? Have you got a plan? Are you thinking of leaving? Are you thinking of
Yeah, no,
what are you thinking?
yeah. My main goal is to go back to Italy in a
Mm.
better position economically, you know, and have a passive income business of my own, and yeah,
What, here
live
in
the
the
slow
UK
life in there.
or in Italy? You want to put some, have some, make some money here and then go to Italy, or have a business
Well,
here?
create a business, and then yeah, if
And,
like it doesn't necessarily need to be here,
right.
but you know.
Have you got an idea of this business already? Can I ask, or do you not want to say?
Yeah, no. The idea is to, you know, real in the real estate,
Hmm.
you know,
Oh.
just short-term Airbnbs,
Oh,
something like
nice.
that. But you really need money for that.
Yeah, I think you need money for everything.
Yeah,
these
that's
days,
true.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's true. But as we said
So-
before, the hardest thing is to
to start.
start.
You-
Yeah,
To get up and do something about it.
yeah.
What suggestion would you give to people that are thinking, that are listening to us right now, and they're thinking maybe they're home in their country and they're not happy about their life and they want to change their life, and they're thinking maybe should I move? It doesn't necessarily have to be the UK. They might be Spanish people wanting to go to Poland or whatever you choose. What suggestion would you give them to, you know, what would
If
you
you
say to
feel
them?
like you need to change, you need to get out of the country, you have to, because I felt the need to move out, and I'm grateful, I'm happy that I did when I did it, because I was feeling like that wasn't my place, and that helped me to see things differently, that helped me to see what I actually had in Italy, that helped me to see a lot of my family, which, you know, is when you have a like we said before, when you have a like next to you, you take it for granted,
Yeah.
and then you feel like, you know, you need the people around you, you need
Yeah.
to enjoy the time, you know. So if you feel the need to change, you need to change, because that means that there is something better for you, and you know.
And then if it doesn't work, you can always go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I said, I'm grateful I moved here, but I saw some good things, some bad things,
Yeah.
you know. So that
The-
helped me to see different, you know, the things differently.
The scale is not balanced now
Yeah.
for you. The bad things are.
If I would never moved out here, I would understand. I would have
Yeah.
seen this. You know, you have to try and see. You have
Yeah.
to.
For some people, it's really hard to change and to take that extra step. But yeah, if you need to do it, you need to do it.
Yeah.
Do you miss your family a lot?
If I miss, or I
Do you miss your family
yeah,
a
of
lot?
course, yeah, yeah.
Who
a
do you
lot.
miss the most?
Now my little niece.
Your little niece.
Yeah.
Oh, which
She's-
is your sister's daughter?
Yeah, daughter. Yeah,
Okay. How old is she?
3 months.
3 months. Ah, there's a little cutie.
Yeah, 3
What's
months.
her name? Can we say?
Iris. Yeah.
Iris. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. That is
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, well, kids are the best. I am about to become godfather as well,
Oh.
and she's the cutest. She's got these big brown
Ah,
eyes,
that's
and
true.
she's just starting out.
Same.
She did not like me I just came back from Sardinia, as you know.
Yeah.
She did not like me at all. She was scared. She's scared of everyone, and she got used to me, and she wanted to come with me and, like, you know, stay with
Aw.
me on the last day.
So
Only on
cute.
the last day, I was like, man, I need to go tomorrow, and you decide now.
Takes
So-
time, you see.
But yeah, I can't wait to go back there and, you know.
Yeah,
Become
that's
the
when
godfather
one of that moment where you think like, is it the right choice, you know?
Hmm.
Because if I think about it, I'm gonna go back there in let's say August, because usually I spend the summer over there,
Hmm.
and she's gonna be already 6 months. I feel like I wasted so much time, you know.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true. I think that the same with my grandpa.
Yeah.
You know, my grandma recently passed away, and I've been here for 9 years now, almost
Yeah.
10 actually. And like I said, the time has flown now, and every time we would go back there, they're like aging and aging. Obviously, time does not go back.
Same.
It's silly, but
You don't see the
you don't
difference
see it. You don't
if
not
you're
see
there.
it. Yeah,
But if you like us,
yeah.
if we live here and we go back there even once, twice a year, you see the
You
difference.
see-
You see like, wow.
Yeah, like your age.
Yeah.
Like even my aunties and my uncle, my cousin. Like I was talking to my cousin, which is like a big brother for me, and he's now 43.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Like, what did you just say? Or 47, something like that. But it took me by surprise, because where is this time gone? Like,
It's the same for me.
It's
Like
just-
today, it's my dad's birthday.
when?
and
Today?
Today, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to him. What's his name?
Giuseppe.
Happy birthday, Giuseppe.
And yeah, I was just in a video call earlier, and I was thinking like 67.
67.
It's just so like
Mm.
it went so fast.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh man, yeah. It made me think now. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, birthdays are the hardest. Yeah, I shall say
The what? Sorry, the.
hardest when it's their birthday. You know.
Oh, the birthdays when you're not there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. You
Yeah.
want to spend time with
Mm-mm.
them. You want to give them like a present,
Yeah.
things like that, and you just can't.
Yeah, it's just thinking is an extra year. You
Mm.
know. Wow, one more year.
Yeah. So you planning to go back this year? You reckon, or
Yeah, probably during the summer. Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Well, as I said, I usually spend the summer over there because I cannot. I
You can't,
cannot
yeah.
spend it here. I'm afraid. Sorry, but
But are you planning to come back after, or just to stay this time?
no. I think I will come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
It's not
okay.
the right time. Yeah.
You haven't finished your journey here yet.
No.
Mm.
As I said before, if you feel when you have to change, you feel
Yeah.
when you have to move.
Yeah.
I felt it when I was in Italy and I could have stayed. My family was there, everyone was there. But I felt I wanted to change, and I
Yeah.
did it. And now I don't feel yet is the time, but
No, you're absolutely right, and I
Yeah.
remember that feeling as well. When
Yeah.
you're like, oh, nah, this
that's not. Yeah,
does not feel good anymore. I'm happy here now though, so definitely not gonna change for me anytime soon. Well, I say that, but you know, you
We'll
never
see.
know with everything. But
Mhm.
yeah,
true.
yeah. Again, I forgot what to say. I'm not good with remembering.
It might be
questions.
me. I talk too much.
No, it's fine. It's brilliant. It's just that every time when you talk, you know, I
Mm.
have questions in mind that I want to ask you, but then we just carry on talking and they just slip away. And I have to find a method how to. I can either like write them down somewhere
Yeah.
next time so I can ask you, or
I
don't
think
know.
we were talking about what I would, advise to people that were moving.
No, it's after
But
you
we
said-
already said that.
Yeah, no, it's after you said something about don't remember now if it's your parents or, and I just said I question for you. I'm trying to grasp it because it's there, right? But I
Yeah.
don't remember it now. Just sorry,
Yeah.
guys. No, it's fine. Never mind about that. Is there obviously in Italy, for people who don't know, we have many cultural fairs. So does your village have like a yearly festivity?
Yeah.
Festivity. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's usually like it's a saint. It's like
Yeah.
the town saint,
Mhm.
and there's like a big festival sort of thing. Wouldn't you agree that the UK is missing that?
Yes and no. Because when
why
I was
why yes
there,
and why no?
when I was there, I was feeling, oh wow, this is a nice thing.
Mm.
Okay, but now I feel like it's too much. Some in some places, we're just focused a lot on the festivity. Like it's so important. It's like
Yeah, but it's only once a year.
yeah, but it's there is no religion behind it. It's
Oh.
just like a way to make money out of
yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Maybe the old generation they were seeing like the religion, you know, the meaning.
Yeah.
But nowadays, they just use this as a way to make money, to, you know.
A day to go out and to
As
do
well,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But
I do
think
like the first, we call it like sagre, which is, you know.
that's what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah, this is different though.
What is the word for that?
I'm not sure, but
Like,
this is.
It's like a fair.
Yes, but
Right.
it's based on the food of the like the main food of the city or the
foods
village.
or drinks and traditions of that village or town. That's
the saint one is different. The saint one is more religious, and I don't understand it now.
But sometimes they go together, right?
No.
No.
Not in Calabria. No. We do have two different.
No,
dates.
same. As well, like my town is Santa Maria, so Saint Mary's, and there is like if I'm not wrong, is on the 14th of May, and there's like a big celebration, like in church. Obviously, things that I don't like, but
yeah.
But also there's like a fair where there's like there's like an amusement park.
Of course.
Together with it, there's like foods and things like that, and also there's like you said, it's called a sagra in Italian, SAGRA, sorry, which is about the food of that area. For example, for us,
which one is?
You've tried it. It's the botarga, which is
really?
Yeah, it's the fish eggs from my town, which has, I think, is the second largest pond in Europe.
In my
town.
Your town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And there is a delicacy there. I think it's 150 or 180 euros per kilo for that, and you can grate it in the pasta. You can.
I didn't like it when I tried
it. I know you haven't got taste. You haven't got any taste.
No,
I understand it's very strong taste.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
strong.
But, you have to try it with something else with it as well.
I think so.
Eating it like that, I love it, but some people might not like it. But I guarantee you, if we ever go to Sardinia all together with the group and everything, you will
Can't
like
wait
it.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We'll have to do.
Mine, my village is beans.
Beans?
Easy. And
it would work very well here in the UK.
No, it's not beans. What am I saying? This is another village. Mine is pipe patate, which is peppers and potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Fried. I don't know. Oh. And but the most famous in Calabria is the Nduja one, which is the biggest.
Yeah. Explain for everyone. Explain what is Nduja.
So it's a spreadable sausage, like really spicy, made from piece of bones, piece of meat, piece of like
bones.
Cartilage. How do you say?
Oh, the ligaments.
Of the pig.
Yeah.
So it's all like cut, like really.
Is it actually?
Thin,
I didn't know that because I tried it. I didn't know it was like ligaments as well.
Yeah, it's a mixed. It's a mix, which in some places they do like more smooth, so it's more spreadable, and other places they like it to taste the texture,
to be able to chew it a little bit more.
It's a cut a little bit more
thicker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How is your village? How does your village do it?
It depends on the house, because it's something that we do like by house by house. My dad, for example, doesn't like this like really really spreadable one. He like to taste a little bit of the peppers of the.
Yeah. It's incredible because like you guys have this nduja. We have in Sardinia we have cheese, and people have seen this as well on the internet. There's loads of videos about that. It's the casumarcio, which is the cheese with maggots. Basically the I don't know how to say this in English, but it's a type of fly that goes to cheese only, and they. It's disgusting to say. They lay their eggs.
It's unbelievable.
The worms, the larvae. They just they're born in the cheese, and as the larvae eat the cheese inside, food comes in, something else comes out of the larva, and they basically digest the cheese and it becomes a cream. So you are eating that with the maggots. I know it sounds disgusting,
It does.
but it's really good.
I know.
Like, yeah, you wouldn't eat loads of it, obviously. You can just eat a few of it with the special bread that we have, which is called. Go on, you know this.
Panagarassau.
Well done. So it's a really thin bread. It's like really thin bread,
Crunchy.
and it's really crunchy. You just like dip it, and with a glass of homemade wine. Oh my god, you just cannot go wrong with it. And
I've never tried. I might be open up if we go to Sardinia, but I'm not sure.
Why do people live like up to hundreds in Sardinia? What do you reckon? My grandpa is
to be
like.
fair, I think it's again the lifestyle.
Yeah, it's everything. It's the food. It's like healthy food
slow
and
life.
everything. Yeah, slow life. Yeah.
Because even in my village, you know, the old generation they were a lot of focus on how do you say, not raise the animals.
Farm.
Yeah.
Farm the animal, like to have a farm.
Yeah. So like growing up vegetables
in their own
all
house.
These stuff, in the house.
Instead of going to the shop every day.
And it's slow life, you know. Some women, you know, they were doing this as a main job, you know. So.
Yeah, my grandpa told me that was the life before. He used to go. Obviously, if you do this kind of thing now, you get arrested. But he said that when he was 6 years old, he used to walk 7 kilometers, so around maybe 5 miles, to his father's farm. He would go there to basically be a shepherd, just look after the sheep.
Yeah.
He said to me, he was so cute when he said that. He said, I used to go there to look after the sheep, but I think at that age, the sheep look after me.
Yeah.
And I was like, so how he said
God,
it was so cute. And he used to tell me loads of stories about that. But the worst thing that he said to me, it was that his father used to go away and he used to leave him alone for like 3 days at sometimes. Because his dad was a bit of he used to get drunk and it was no good. So he was, imagine a 6 years old alone in the countryside looking after sheep that actually looked after him, and he had to look after himself. Like
it built you like different.
They were built different. If you do that now, you just can't. Obviously, you can't do that, but it's different times. But yeah, like I understand what you say. Like people in those times, they used to have like eggs. They used to have like chickens and lay some eggs, some like at least one sheep or goat for milk, and a little piece of like ground or to grow their like vegetables for the everyday life, some tomatoes or lettuce or whatever.
Yeah, my dad used to say, and he still does, that the richest people were, you know, the people that had a farm in Calabria.
Yeah.
Like the richest, because it wasn't easy to have a farm. You know, it was easy. It is still expensive, but nowadays, with all these big, industries, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you are rich if you can make your own olive oil, your own vegetables, your own meat. You're rich. You're not rich just in terms of money. Yeah.
It is true, and they taste different, don't they?
Yeah.
When you try something that is homemade, they just taste different.
It's really hard now because sometimes we talk with my sisters, you know, it's 4 of us, we're all women, you know. And when
Poor
we were
dad.
young,
Poor dad.
not really. When we were young, we kind of like didn't like these things, you know, when my dad used to do this, the meat, the salami, whatever, and we never helped, you know. Even, I mean, when we were like really little, they were like forcing us somehow to just go there and help your mom, help your dad. But growing up, you know, as a teenager, it wasn't our main
You
focus.
thought it was lame, right?
Not lame. It wasn't our priority. We didn't like... but now we were talking about the other day when I went there a couple months ago for my niece, and if my dad will, like touch wood, pass away, we don't know how to make these things, you know, and it's bad.
Do you regret it now?
Yeah, we do. Sometimes I said to them, just have a look how he does the salami, because once he's not here,
you don't know
we
how to
can
do it.
Yeah,
That's weird though, like so weird. That's because like my grandfather used to do milk. Used to do cheese with milk from obviously his own sheep.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to make it. If you ask me, make me some cheese with this milk. I don't know what he used to put into it, and I remember him putting his hands and do this and like getting it out and pressing it. I remember that, but
so
I've never done it. And it's just so interesting that you know Italy's got so many different things. You guys got the andouille, we got the cheese, and I don't know what they have in Sicily or Tuscany or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like so much culture there, and I miss it. Obviously, I think it's fair to say that I miss it. But
that's true.
What you said, what your dad used to say: if you have a farm, you're really rich. Yeah, I would like a piece of land with like some animals, and but would you reckon you'd be able to live off that nowadays? Only?
No, I think so.
Things that times have changed too much, right? For that, you need electricity, you need Wi-Fi. So many things are on the internet only now, and it's kind of sad. I don't know. I'm very. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. Because obviously, time have to go forward, right? I'm just questioning if this is the right way, or like you said, we should have kept and held onto these special things that
I think it was
inevitable.
Yeah,
but it's not though, right? Because obviously you could have. I'm not saying that it's your fault. I'm just saying you could have looked, you could have learned. So it's not inevitable. It was inevitable if you were blind or without hands or anything like that.
What can I say? Like, when you are like 13, 15 years old, you're not gonna do this if your classmates, they have the phone, they have the computer, they go out. You feel like you're like an outsider. You know?
Yeah. That's true.
And so you kind of just go with what is going on in the time, you know. And even if you like it, let's say,
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to
somehow.
Stand out.
Somehow you just need to get into the.
Be part of the society.
Yeah.
That's going on around you. You are right.
Everyone was doing that, okay, but if the things change, it's you cannot.
Ask him to teach you then this summer. You say you're gonna go there. Say that.
It's something they do during the winter. He actually just when I called him today, he had the hands with all red, like I was doing the peppers for the salami. It's so funny. No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That is so good though. That is so good because we have so many things in it. It's not just food. It's like even it's like this dried grass that they just intersecate and they just do like baskets. I don't know how to say. It's like that kind of material that you put in the garden's furniture.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly that, but it's similar. It's just, and there's so much of this stuff in Sardinia as well. I don't know about you guys in Calabria.
Yeah,
but
we do the same.
you do the same, like chests and baskets and trays of this material. I have no idea how to do them, or even if I see the tool, the wooden ancient things that they used to do, I wouldn't know how to operate that. But obviously it's the other way around. If you ask the elderly person how to use a laptop
computer
or a phone, they wouldn't have idea.
But if you think about it, like in 30 years, will these things still be around?
They will be around.
I don't know if
commercially you can still find probably
it's not the same.
It's not going to be the same because, like you said, every house has its own recipe, has its own way. Some people like it more spreadable, some people like it harder, and you'll just find one copy of the same thing in the shop.
And
that's sad to think. Yeah,
it's
that's
really
really
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't thought about these things in a while now. No, honestly,
Yeah.
cause like we said before, we just go about our own life here, and you
It's
just
true.
don't think about these stuff.
Mm.
It's so sad. So do you feel like an outsider here, or do you feel like the UK has become a little bit your second home?
No, I feel it's my second home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Yeah. It's my comfort zone now. I feel like um it's strange to say, but I feel an outsider in Italy when I go back there because I feel like, as I said before, when I mentioned about the closed minds and the judgmental, I feel like I'm coming from another,
Yeah, you feel like
world.
superior now.
Not superior, but
No,
I feel
I'm
like
joking.
he's going backwards somehow,
Yeah.
and I'm not used to that anymore. You know what I mean? I'm used to do my own things, and no one is talking about me, judging
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
my.
Do you feel that when you go back to Italy?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Not all the time, but yeah, I do
Like,
somehow.
can you give me an example? Like,
I don't know, if you go out and they look at you and it's like, oh, you came from England, what did you do? What did you blah 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 blah,
and they will say, "How is London?" And you're like, "I don't live in
And
London.
London, yeah, Sweden.
We're like 2 or 3 hours away from there."
Always London,
Yeah,
always London.
How's London? I don't know. I don't live there. I just pretty much never go there. It's
Yeah, that's
miles
true.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
but I'm not saying they're. Somehow it's just a curiosity.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not used to be like, they're talking about you. They want to know about your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah.
It was a very eye-opening conversation, and you made me think about past life and Italy a lot, obviously. But yeah, you made me think.
It might be because it was my dad's birthday today. That was a little bit emotional.
No, it's good. It's good because obviously these things, like we said, they're just gonna go away. Inevitably they're gonna go away because, like you, there's many people in Italy that they have just carried on with times. It's 2025 now. People they just want the new iPhone. They want the new PS5, whatever. They don't care about making some salami or everything like that. But when they get to like 30, 20, 28, 30, 31, 35, they're gonna start thinking, oh man, I should have learned that because it's something to brag about. Like if I could make some cheese, I would go anywhere in the UK. Like I can make some fucking cheese. Can you? No. You just go to the shop and buy. I can actually make it, but unfortunately I can't not say that. So yeah, you opened my eyes. I'm gonna think a bit more about that now. Actually.
Let's make some cheese and salami.
Yeah. Some dough. But Rossella, thank you very much. I really did appreciate that. It's been honestly a really good conversation.
Thank you, Matti. Yeah. It was nice for me.
Yeah. See you later, everyone. Thank you. Thank you,
Bye,
Rossella.
guys.